If you'd like to follow along with your own HaShem devotional, please click the link in the description below.
February 28th, TSAVA YAHWEH, Commander of the Lord's Army. Joshua 5:13-14 declares, "Now when Joshua was near Jericho, he looked up and saw a man standing in front of him with a drawn sword in his hand. Joshua went up to him and asked, 'Are you with us or for our enemies?' 'Neither,' he replied, 'but as commander of the army of the Lord, I have now come.' Before the battle for the city of Jericho, Joshua had a supernatural encounter. Jericho was an impregnable fortress. The walls were structured in 3 different tiers, starting at ground level with an earthen rampart or embankment. The second tier was a stone retaining wall and stood 12 to 15 feet in height on top of the earthen embankment. On top of this wall stood another wall made of mud bricks, 6 feet thick and 20 to 26 feet high. These 2 walls combined to form a fortification 32 to 41 feet high. The third tier was at the very top of the embankment, where another brick wall stood. At their base, the walls of Jericho stood 40 feet above ground level outside the retaining wall. As these gigantic walls loomed over the Israelites, the commander of the Lord's army showed up with a drawn sword in his hand. Most scholars and commentators agree this was Christ himself in one of his pre-incarnate appearances, who came with a message to encourage Joshua. He said, "See, I have given Jericho, its king, and mighty men of valor into your hand." Joshua 6:2. What are the walls, the obstacles you face that seem impregnable? Do you face a mountain of debt, a lingering sickness or disease, a marriage that is falling apart, broken relationships that seem beyond repair? Just as God caused the walls of Jericho to crumble, He wants you to focus your eyes on Him. Don't stay focused on the walls before you. See the commander of the Lord's army and know those walls are coming down in Jesus' mighty name. Let's make this declaration together. Commander of the Lord's army, my eyes are upon you. By faith, I declare the walls that I face are coming down in your mighty name.